Right, today is going to be a day spent in the workshop. So hopefully we've got the new tyres to fit, rear rack, and a few other little goodies that I've been picking up. So that's today's job. Let's see how I get on. Hope everybody's well. Right, I've done all the other bits. Now it's time to try and put that on there. So first thing, seat off. I've undone the bolts already. Now they go into the holes there and there, but I've got to somehow transfer them holes into that in exactly the right place. So that sits on there. Watch this space. Here we go. No going back now. Holes are drilled. Okay. By the way, there is zero instructions with this. So there's all those spaces, different sizes, and I'm guessing they've got to go somewhere in there and on the back side of that. All right, brain fart. Just finished wiring the GPS in. So it's gone live. We're on the ignition. Took me a few hours to do, but I got there. Had to reroute it all behind the light, but it's all nice and neat. All done. Switch it off, pull the key, and it'll turn off obviously automatically. Job done. Happy days. Right, a couple more little jobs done. So waterproof lawn rider bags are on. Handguards are on. Look a bit better than the stock ones, a lot stronger, obviously loads better. So I've still got the tyres to change, but that won't be getting done today. And I've still got the chain and sprockets to put on, so they'll get done. But quite like the handguards white. Right, hope everybody's well. Still warming up. Okay, so I've got another day in the workshop. I've been looking for a fairing for the front of the bike because it's a little bit exposed, as you can see. So I picked up this one and I've shaped the bottom because it was a lot longer than this. So I've shaped the bottom to match with the contour of the inside of that. So that will fit in there, and it's so now I have got a little fairing, so I'm just going to need to drill 2 holes there and there to hold it in place with a couple of black nuts and bolts. But I think it works an absolute treat. Just encases all of this now, which I quite like. The tap arrived, so I'm going to get that done as well, hopefully today. So it's not, yeah, anyway, that's the right size. So I'll get the bars tapped out today. Right, here goes. So I've took the wheel off. I've put it in my new stand, so let's have a go at breaking this bead, see how difficult it is. Okay, so it feels straightforward. I can't do this with 2 hands, you're gonna have to come back to me. Right, so I've got that on there. I broke the bead, which is fairly straightforward to do. Next, get them bad boys. Oh, they're going to be mega. Right, that's all done. Fairing on, new tyres on. I've just drilled and tapped all these bark busters on now, so they're solid. Right, so just chain the sprockets left, and then it's about ready, all done. Okay, so today's job is to replace the seat cover. So I've got to take that off. The seat cover's there. I won't show you the end result yet. But the staples, I've got to get the old seat cover off and then put the new one on. However, the staples that I've got are a little bit too long. So I've made this little jig. So that'll go into there. And I'll secure it with that. And then with my grinder, I'm going to make them to the right size, because the last thing I want is the staples coming through into the foam. Right, let's give this a go. Well, she's finally finished. I finally got it done. A couple of months it's taken, but it's finally done. So I'll give you the walk around to show you exactly what I've done. This one's been a little bit different to the 300. The 300 I ordered, and then I ordered all the parts, so I had all the parts here ready to go on it. This one was a little bit different. I bought the bike and then bought all the parts, but the parts have took so long to come in, bit by bit. But I've quite enjoyed it, but I'll show you around it and see what I've done to it. Okay, so we'll start with the obvious. Tyres, Michelin trackers. Had these on a couple of bikes now. They are absolutely fantastic, front and back. Run about 18 to 20 PSI in these, so you get good traction, but they're a lot softer. Wear quite well actually, but they're quite soft to run on all the dirt. Right, so bark busters, put those on because the standard ones were just all plastic, where these are all aluminium and solid. So I've tapped out the bars so they are really solid now, so they're not moving anywhere. We've got the double take mirrors on the ram mounts. We've got the Garmin Montana 700 all wired in. That's all wired in on the ignition. That's all wired in under here, so that's great. We put a little screen on, cut this down to shape. I think it works quite well. We've put a few extra bits on, extra wide foot pegs, extra wide brake lever, protector for the side of your feet so you're not catching up on the swing arm. We've got a protector under here for the master cylinder for the rear. A few little other bits and pieces to make the adjustment a little bit easier, and obviously for the cleaning, what have you. We put the rack on the back. Now that was a complete bugger to put on because there was no instructions with it all, but it worked out an absolute treat. Lone Rider waterproof tail tidy bag, that's gone on. We've got a new rear sprocket, new chain guard, new chain runner, new front sprocket, and a new protector on the front there. And a few other just little bits of replacing, you know, bolts and a few little bits and pieces. Seat cover from Trax, which is brilliant. That's fab. So that's it. All done and dusted. So that's that done. Actually quite enjoyed this one. Took a bit longer to do than the other one. But there again, I didn't wait 5 months for this one to turn up like I did for the 300. But good. I've still got the 300 by the way. Still going to keep that. Really enjoy that bike. This one's more of a hooligan. Anyway, hope everybody has a fantastic Christmas and an amazing New Year. And I hope to get out riding with you all very, very soon. All of the very best.